Now, how many uncontacted tribes are they aware of?
I think there's like over 100 different groups across the Amazon.
Imagine a place where the impossible becomes real. Deep within the Amazon's uncharted wilderness, stories emerge of a tribe unlike any other. People who vanish without a trace, communicate in ways that science can't explain, and live in harmony with forces beyond our comprehension. Let's tell you about the uncontacted tribes of the Amazon that defy all laws of physics. These tribes, numbering over 100 by some estimates, represent a fascinating glimpse into humanity's ancient past. They live as their ancestors did thousands of years ago, relying on the forest for food, medicine, and shelter, while their customs and languages remain a mystery to the outside world. What makes these tribes so remarkable is their ability to thrive in one of the planet's most challenging environments. The Amazon rainforest, teeming with life yet fraught with danger, is their home, and they navigate it with unparalleled skill and knowledge. From hunting with handcrafted tools to utilizing plants for medicine, they have perfected a way of life in harmony with nature. However, this isolation is both a strength and a vulnerability. Encroaching deforestation, illegal logging, and climate change threaten their existence, while any contact with the outside world could expose them to diseases for which they have no immunity. These tribes are not merely relics of the past, but living treasures of human resilience, holding secrets about survival and coexistence that modern society has long forgotten. Since these tribes do not like any outsiders, very little is known about them, and they want to keep it that way only. There have been instances where people found children from these uncontacted tribes, and we were able to source some information about these tribes. Some stories suggest that missionaries, explorers, or indigenous guides occasionally come across children who appear to belong to uncontacted tribes, but are somehow separate from them. These children might be raised apart for reasons like secrecy, rituals, or even protection. They can exhibit traits or skills that seem extraordinary, like uncanny navigation abilities, heightened senses, or unique communication with their environment. One particular narrative mentions a child who is believed to have been raised partly by an uncontacted tribe, then found by outsiders. The tribe, however, had seemingly vanished into the forest, leaving behind traces of their existence. This child reportedly exhibited behaviors and knowledge that baffled researchers, leading to speculation about the tribe's advanced survival tactics or spiritual practices. These children grow up understanding both worlds, but remain enigmatically loyal to the secrecy of their adoptive tribe. Their stories, if shared, often come decades later and are filled with cryptic details of the tribe's practices, like disappearing footprints or mysterious rituals that defy logical explanation. While there may not be verified accounts directly matching this scenario, stories like these capture the imagination because they point to deeper questions about human adaptability and survival. Uncontacted tribes are known to use highly advanced techniques to remain hidden, like camouflaging their villages or strategically moving through the forest in ways that minimize traces. If a child were raised among them, they might learn secrets that seem otherworldly to outsiders. When outsiders attempt to make contact with the uncontacted tribes of the Amazon, the response is often one of caution, hostility, or complete avoidance. These tribes have lived in isolation for centuries, and their wariness of outsiders is deeply rooted in history. Encounters with the modern world often carry devastating consequences: disease outbreaks, exploitation, or violence, making their skepticism a matter of survival. Some tribes react defensively, using bows, arrows, or other weapons to ward off intruders. This is not aggression, but self-preservation, as they perceive outsiders as threats to their existence. In some cases, tribes have been known to abandon entire settlements, retreating deeper into the rainforest to maintain their seclusion. Other tribes take a subtler approach, avoiding direct interaction altogether. They use the forest's natural density to vanish without a trace, leaving behind only faint signs of their presence, like footprints or smoldering fires. Anthropologists believe these reactions stem from both historical trauma and a deep cultural commitment to preserving their way of life. To these tribes, isolation is not just a choice, but a vital strategy for survival in a world that has repeatedly proven dangerous to them. Their reactions remind us of the fragility and resilience of cultures untouched by modernity. the uncontacted tribes of the Amazon have an almost supernatural connection to the rainforest, living in perfect harmony with nature in ways that seem impossible to modern society. Their ability to navigate the dense forest without leaving a trace is a testament to their deep understanding of the land. From choosing soft leaf-covered trails to blending their movements with the natural rhythms of the environment, they vanish as if they were never there. These tribes have mastered survival techniques that defy logic. Starting a fire with wet wood, for example, is no challenge for them, because finding timber in a rainforest is not an easy feat. They know which types of wood retain flammable resins or how to extract heat-generating friction from materials available in their surroundings. To us, this feat would require tools, accelerants, or modern equipment. Tools and even clothing are crafted seamlessly from the environment, leaving no permanent impact. They harvest what they need while allowing the forest to regenerate, maintaining its balance. To an outsider, it might seem like these tribes have a supernatural command over the elements, bending nature to their will. In truth, it is their unparalleled knowledge of the Amazon and centuries of tradition that give them this remarkable ability. For modern humans, reliant on technology, such skills are both awe-inspiring and unattainable. Uncontacted tribes of the Amazon have perfected the art of remaining hidden, moving through the rainforest with such precision that they leave almost no trace of their existence. One of their most effective strategies for maintaining isolation is their ability to relocate frequently. By shifting their settlements periodically, they evade detection by outsiders, loggers, and even neighboring tribes. These moves are not random. They are carefully planned and executed with a deep understanding of the forest. The tribes choose locations based on access to resources like fresh water, food, and medicinal plants, while also ensuring their camps are well hidden from aerial surveillance or accidental discovery. When they abandon a site, they do so with remarkable efficiency. Temporary shelters are dismantled or allowed to decay naturally, leaving little evidence behind. Trails leading to their settlements are camouflaged or rerouted to confuse trackers. Their profound knowledge of the rainforest allows them to navigate in ways that even experienced explorers find baffling. It's safe to say that these tribes are one with nature. This constant movement is not just a survival tactic, it's a way to preserve their autonomy and protect their culture. It demonstrates their resilience and resourcefulness, showing the length they will go to in order to remain uncontacted and live on their own terms. Despite being among the most vulnerable populations, uncontacted tribes of the Amazon have managed to survive epidemics like COVID-19 and other modern diseases, a feat that seems extraordinary given their lack of access to contemporary medicine. These tribes possess a profound understanding of the rainforest's medicinal wealth, using plants, roots, and herbs to treat ailments in ways that rival modern pharmacology. Obviously, it's hard for such diseases to reach their uncontacted lands, but it still needs to be recognized that these tribes are resilient in their own terms. When diseases strike, they turn to their ancient traditions, guided by shamans and healers who act as custodians of this vast knowledge. The rainforest is their pharmacy, offering natural antivirals, antiseptics, and immune-boosting remedies that are unknown or underutilized in modern medicine. For instance, plants with anti-inflammatory properties or substances that promote rapid wound healing are part of their everyday survival toolkit. Additionally, their isolated lifestyle naturally shields them from pandemics. They are disconnected from global travel and urban centers, minimizing their exposure to pathogens. When outsiders encroach on their territory, tribes instinctively retreat deeper into the forest, avoiding contact entirely. This unique blend of isolation, herbal medicine, and ancestral knowledge has allowed them to withstand waves of epidemics that have devastated other populations. Their survival is not luck, but a testament to their ingenuity and symbiotic relationship with nature. To outsiders, the life of uncontacted tribes in the Amazon may appear as one of scarcity. No modern comforts, no technology, no connection to the wider world. But this perception is misguided. These tribes do not see themselves as lacking. Instead, they live in abundance, drawing everything they need from the rainforest. Their way of life is not a result of deprivation, but a deliberate choice, rooted in centuries of tradition and harmony with nature. For them, the forest is both home and provider. It offers food, shelter, medicine, and spiritual sustenance. They have no need for money or machinery because their knowledge knowledge of the land is so advanced that they can thrive where others would struggle. Their happiness is not tied to material possessions, but to a deep sense of community, purpose, and connection to their environment. To interfere with their way of life under the pretense of helping would be an act of arrogance. It is not for us to impose our values on them or to disrupt their delicate balance with nature. Instead, we must respect their roots and their choice to remain untouched by modernity. Their existence is a reminder that happiness and fulfillment come in many forms, and that the wisdom of the past still has much to teach us. Well, this is it for today's video. We hope that you liked it. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.